Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Umam Widin as a member representative who will present the result of our team research entitled Driving Indonesian Bank Growth Opportunities, the Gender Diversity Fulfills Sustainable Development Goals. Gender diversity has become an important global issue. Many countries and organizations, including the UN, have encouraged women participation in various sectors. Several studies have also shown that gender diversity can improve performance, innovation, and reputation for organizations. In the banking industry, gender diversity is an interesting issue, especially in management positions where the presence of women in the board of directors, board of commissioner, and audit committee who can provide different perspectives in the decision making, which can later potentially improve on the growth of bank opportunities performance. However, in Indonesia itself, challenges related to gender diversity still exist, especially in the banking industry. Although there has been a progress in women representation, there is still much to be done to achieve ideal gender diversity. This study aimed to examine the role of gender diversity in the directors, commissioner, and audit committees on the banking growth opportunities in Indonesia. It is hoped that an effective strategy can be found to increase gender diversity by banking in Indonesia and contribute to achieving the SDGs target. In the theory of transformational leadership development by Bernard M. Bass in 1985, it emphasizes the importance of leaders who can inspire and motivate. Transformational leaders will create a strong vision, communicate clearly, and encourage innovation and creativity in the organization. This study shows that women often demonstrate an inclusive and collaborative leadership style in accordance with the principle of transformational leadership, which can later strengthen organizational performance. And the agency theory popularized by Jensen and McLean in 1976, it also described the relationship between owners and the managers where potential conflict of interest can arise, where in the context of gender diversity, the application of this study or theory becomes increasingly relevant because women often face a structural barriers and gender bias that affect their position in management. Based on that, we draw several hypotheses, including female directors have a significant influence on growth opportunities, female commissioners have a significant influence on growth opportunities, and female audit committees have a significant influence on growth opportunities, where these three hypotheses will be tested on the product finding regarding the actual influence of gender diversity. This research used a quantitative method by utilizing secondary data from financial report of bank lists on the Indonesian Stock Exchange from 2013 to 2022 with a 390 observation. The sample selection was carried out through a purposive sampling method based on the criteria. Several variables analyzed are first, dependent variables that are related to growth opportunities. Second, independent variables that related to female directors, female commissioner, and female audit committees. And the third, control variable that related to profitability, bank age, and bank size. Data analysis were conducted with partial least square using the structural equation model or SEM approach. The purpose of this study was to examine the effect of the gender diversity on the growth opportunities of Indonesian bank, especially with a focus on the role of female directors, commissioners, and audit committees members. Based on the analysis conduct, several results were produced. Based on the analysis conduct, several results were produced, including first, gender diversity on the board of directors has a significant negative effect on the bank growth opportunities, with a coefficient of negative 0.226 and the p-value of 0.000. And the second, gender diversity on the board of commissioner also show a significant negative effect on the growth opportunities, with a coefficient of negative 0.075 and a p-value of 0.069. And the third, gender diversity on the audit committee does not show a significant effect on the growth opportunities, with a coefficient of negative 0.052 and a p-value of 0.156. This negative effect may be due to differences in the strategic perspective that cause challenges in the decision making. In addition, women in this position may face gender bias that reduce their effectiveness in the context of Indonesian banking. This result also reflects ongoing challenges related to gender diversity. In addition, this factor can also exacerbate the difficulties faced by women in leadership positions, making it difficult for gender diversity to produce positive growth outcomes. The result obtained seem to be actually to be Sustainable Development Goals of SDGs, which advocate gender equality and women empowerment. The negative impact observed in the study are the number of women in leadership positions is not enough. But gender diversity must be accompanied by practice, policies, and organizational culture that address barriers and maximize the potential contribution of female leaders, which are in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. To address the challenges faced by women in leadership, banks need to first strengthen inclusive policies, second create a supportive work environment, third develop mentorship programs specifically for women, and last adopt flexible and fair policies. From this explanation, it can be concluded that the gender diversity in the board of directors and commissioners show a negative influence on the bank growth opportunities. While gender diversity is important for sustainable growth, increasing the number of women alone is not enough. Inclusive policies, support, and organization culture are needed. Further research is needed to explore effective ways of managing gender diversity to support banking growth in Indonesia. That's all conclude that the presentation of our result. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.